So John Wick 4 came out last week, and I had the oh-so-wonderful experience of seeing it on one of AMC's genius floor plans, where every seat is completely level, and I felt like I was gonna have a crick in my neck after looking up for 3 hours. Anyways, John Wick 4 could best be summed up as it gives its fanbase exactly what it wants. It's 3 hours of Keanu fighting people, with great stunt work and great cinematography. It's more or less the same thing as the first 3, except with a different coat of paint. It's basically like playing some crappy solitaire app where you unlock the Japanese backdrop. It's not exactly like it's a different game.
Yeah. Not really.
And yeah, it's kind of conflicting because while the movie had quite a bit of merit, I felt like I was just seeing the exact same thing for a 4th time. Everything that I liked about it was ultimately something that I already liked about the previous ones, to the point where this one doesn't really offer anything radically different. The movie does, however, feature Keanu falling down 200 steps of stairs in a scene that comically felt like it was never going to end, and yeah, it was pretty great. Speaking of weird scenes, though, this movie also plagiarizes Lawrence of Arabia for some bizarre bit of reference humor, and it was kind of weird timing because I had just watched that film for the first time like a week before this one. And yeah, as an aside, that movie kicks so much ass, it's actually unbelievable. Yeah, what can I say, man? Looking forward to checking out a bit more David Lean.
Dr. Zhivago, a brief encounter, and the birds on the river Kwai. A lean night.
Getting back on topic a bit more, though, the Lawrence of Arabia reference was kind of awkward, however, because while John Wick 4 obviously had a ton of effort put into it, there's scenes where it was blatantly just too lazy.
PewDiePie?
Well, I'm too lazy to re-record this, so screw you. There's scenes where it was blatantly just too lazy to schedule filming days around real sunrises, and instead opted for absolute digital cancer, and I'm thinking, bitch, if David Lean can film Lawrence of Arabia for an entire year because he has to capture everything in camera, then you can, wait one freaking day to get a real sunrise, damn it. You then have Ian McShane rubbing salt in the wound of the bad effects by saying some fluff line like, "What a beautiful sunrise." And I'm thinking, yeah, it looks like Coruscant from The Phantom Menace. Anyways, I'm gonna get into spoilers because, frankly, leaving things spoiler-free to just say shallow crap like, "the cinematography," it's just boring to talk about, so yeah, here's a timestamp if you haven't seen the film. So this movie does bring more closure to the narrative than I was expecting, but in a way that almost feels awkward and out of nowhere. Like, I kind of just assumed that they would run the series into the ground with a 5th installment, but now it exists as this structurally awkward quadrilogy to the point where the series would have benefited from this just replacing the 3rd one. So yeah, spoiler alert, Keanu totally bites the dust in this film, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of difficult to take seriously. I thought they were going to plagiarize the ending of Blade Runner 2049 at first, but instead they pulled a Godfather Part 3 by just having him awkwardly slump over. It then hard cuts to his gravestone, and it was just really unintentionally funny. Mostly because this series had just been total schlock for the last 2 entries, so to suddenly make a left turn into having, drama again, it was just tonal whiplash. But yeah, my biggest issue with the film is that while the action is great in its own right, I just did not give a rat's ass about anything that was happening. Like, it would have been nice if Bill Skarsgård had any connection at all with John Wick. Maybe if they planned this as a trilogy, they could have wrote it so Bill Skarsgård killed John Wick's wife off screen in the first one, and then, the trilogy could build up to them fighting or something. And yeah, I know that sounds kind of like fan fiction, but damn, if it wasn't just kind of a bunch of nothing the way things actually played out.
Who is this?
Oh shit.
Better pull something out of my ass so fanboys can praise the film for world building.
The Marquis de Gramont.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Anyways, to wrap things up, John Wick 4 is exactly what you'd expect from John Wick 4. It has a great visual style and amazingly choreographed action, but frankly, it was never not going to, and it really does feel like your typical 2020s film where everything looks great, and it almost functions to distract from just how hollow and flimsy the actual storytelling and characterization is.
Feeling a strong 5 to a light 6.
Damn, boy!
Anyways, leave your thoughts on the film. Agree, disagree, would love to know. Thanks for watching, I guess. I don't really care if I'm being... No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for watching. Bye.